work up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. And gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Cincinnati score. Chris Carson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Play action. Now Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Again, Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They go play action now. Jackson. Flushed out right. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
To a fast pass outside complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for Cincinnati. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Hey, Green.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the... A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Room here to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup there on the run. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Now it's Carson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that. Talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. They run it with Carson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Just like that. Just like that. Check nine, check nine.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Jake Elliott now to try the Bengals field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one on target, and it adds to this 1st half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action. It's Jackson. And a throw right sideline is complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here. Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. He finds his man complete. That's Wheeler. He will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 128 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Handoff comes to Montgomery, and he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start...
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot, but the... Up to the task, and it forces a 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is Carson. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
right side here. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. And that'll set them back 5. Delay of game penalty. Ships them back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And taken at the 46. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Jackson on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. To throw again on second down, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson. It's caught by OBJ. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Tua going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa rolling to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Here's Tua. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case...
Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really...
This is intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 145 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Right back to him on 1st down. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 47 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return is Ferguson. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very... He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call flatline.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of it.
And now the rookie's free. Woo! And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. 43 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, he's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson looking for the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll try and run for it. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So 4th and goal. Their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a two-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Second and 10. One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the